Hello viewers, welcome back to Vidya Square. Today's class is about fraction. So what are the topics that we will discuss today in fraction are listed below. Definition of fraction, parts of fraction, types of fraction, equivalent fraction, simplifying a fraction, then basic arithmetic with fractions. So first let us see what Google says about fraction or how it defines fraction. A fraction is a numerical quantity that is not a whole number. So what is a whole number? When I say 1, 2, 12, 100, 745, so all these numbers which are complete in its meaning are called as whole number. When I say I ate one pizza, I have 4 pencils, I have 7 notebooks. So all these numbers are whole numbers. We can precisely define what I have. But when we go into a fraction, so it is not a whole number. It may be a whole number plus a part of it, or it is just a part of it. Like I ate half of the pizza, I ate 2/3 of a pizza, I have 4 pens out of which 3 are black. One of my tires bursted out of the 4. So these are called fractions, which are part of something. So that's why Google defines this as a small or tiny part, amount or proportion of something, a fraction of something, right? Okay, so here you can see how we depict a fraction. So this is 1 by 2. So out of 2 parts, one part is shaded green. Here out of 4 parts, one part is shaded blue. So it is written as 1 by 4. So here what is the fraction of yellow part? 1 by 7. So here what is the fraction of the colored part? 1 out by 16. So this is how we depict a fraction. Next, parts of fraction. So we know that a fraction has 2 parts or 2 numbers. One is numerator and the other one is denominator. So these are the parts of a fraction, numerator and denominator. So in this pizza you can see 3 out of 8 is left over. So I'll write it as 3 by 8. So what is the numerator here? 3, which is in the top. And what is the denominator? 8, which is in the bottom. So this is the rule to identify a fraction. It should have a numerator and denominator. The denominator or the bottom part represents the whole parts of the collection. How many numbers was there in the whole. So in this pizza we have 8 parts. and the numerator depicts the part that is as left now. So here 3 is what is left now. So next, types of fraction. So we have proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed numbers. When I say proper fraction, the numerator or the top number is smaller than the denominator or the bottom number. So the examples are 1 by 3 and 5 by 8. So you can see 1 is smaller than 3 and 5 is smaller than 8. So these are proper fractions. So what is an improper fraction? The numerator is larger than denominator. For example, 7 over 3 and 4 over 3. So in both these cases you can see that the top number is greater than the bottom number. So these numbers are called improper fractions, where the numerator is larger than denominator. Next is mixed numbers or mixed fractions. So here we have a whole number along with the fraction, like 3 5 over 7 and 2 4 over 9. So 3 is the whole number and 2 is the whole number here. So along with the whole number we have a fraction like 5 by 7 and 4 by 9. So these are the three types of fractions that are available in mathematics. So the next one is equivalent fractions. Here you can see the denominators are not the same. Also the numerators, 1 over 2, 2 over 4, 3 over 6 and 4 over 8. But still you can see the values of these fractions. They all are exactly half, right? 1 over 2, 2 over 4, 3 over 6 and 4 over 8. That is, if you simplify these numbers, ultimately they all will result in 1 over 2. So these types of fractions which are equal by value are called equivalent fractions. So I can multiply these fractions with the same number to get the other one. So here 1 over 2, if you multiply this fraction by 2, we get 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4. Similarly 1 into 3, 3, 2 into 3, 6. Both numerator and denominator will be multiplied by the same number. 1 into 4, 4, 2 into 4, 8. So such type of fractions which are equal by value and which are multiplied by the same number in numerator and denominator are called equivalent fractions. Okay. Similarly, I can also divide these numbers by the same number in the numerator and denominator. So when I divide 40 by 60 by 10, it becomes 4 by 6. Next, if I divide 4 by 2 and 6 by 2, it becomes 2 by 3. So 40 by 60 and 4 by 6 and 2 by 3, all these are equivalent fractions. I can multiply them with the same number or I can divide them with the same number. So such fractions are called equivalent fractions. Okay, next we will move to simplified fractions. How to simplify a fraction. To simplify a fraction, just divide them by 2 first. If both of them are even number, obviously they'll get divided by 2. So here in our example we have 24 by 40. So we will divide both these numbers 24 and 40 by 2. So now they become 12 by 20. Or I can find another number which is common between 24 and 40. So this is 4. So if I divide 24 by 4 I get 6, and if I divide 40 by 4 I get 10. Or I can divide 24 and 40 both by 8, because in 8 tables we get both 24 and 40. So I can divide 24 by 8 to get 3 and 40 by 8 to get 5. After this I don't see any table where 3 and 5 are there. Maybe in one table it's there. We should not consider one. We don't have 3 and 5 in 2 table or 3 table or 4 table or anything beyond that. So this is the final one. So 24 by 40 is simplified into 3 by 5. Similarly, we have to keep on simplifying the numerator and denominator by dividing them with the same number. That is what is the logic in simplifying a fraction. Okay, next we'll switch to arithmetic in fraction. So when we say arithmetic, it involves the 4 basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So how we are going to add two fractions and how we are going to perform these arithmetic operations in these fractions. So for that we have two scenarios. One is like denominators and the other one is unlike denominators. So what are like denominators? Like denominators are the ones which have the same value in the denominator. However, the numerator can be different. So you can see here 4 over 7 and 2 over 7. So in these types of like denominators, it's easy to perform an arithmetic operation. Just I can add the numerator and put the denominator which is the common one or which is the like one. So 2 plus 2 is 4 and the denominator is 5. So I can put 4 by 5 when I add 2 by 5 and 2 by 5. Similarly, when I add 1 by 4 and 1 by 4, the denominators are common, so I'll put them as 4. Then I'll add the numerator. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the answer is 2 over 4. Similarly here, 4 over 7 and 2 over 7, when we add them we get 4 plus 2 6 and 7 in the denominator. So this is how we process addition or subtraction with like denominators. So next, what happens when the denominators are unlike, they are different? So in this case we perform a cross multiplication. So step 1, I'll multiply the denominator of the second fraction with the numerator of the first fraction. Please listen carefully. I'll multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. So it becomes 1 into 3, 3. Then I'll put the symbol, whether it is addition or subtraction. So here we have add, so I'll put plus. Then I'll multiply the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. So it becomes 8 into 1, 8. Then I'll multiply both the denominators. So 8 into 3 is 24. So now I'll add the numerators. 3 plus 8, 11. Then I'll just put this 24 by here. Next I'll see if I can simplify this. So I don't think in any table we get 11 or 24 as common, not in 2 table or 3 table or 4 table or 5 table or anything beyond that. So the final answer is 11 by 24. We'll see one more example. 3 over 5 plus 2 over 9. So step number 1, cross multiply numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. 3 into 9 plus the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. 5 into 2. Then multiply the denominators. 5 into 9. So 3 into 9 is 27 plus 2 into 5 is 10. Then denominator 5 into 9. So we will add 27 plus 10 becomes 37. Then 5 into 9 becomes 45. We can't simplify this further. So the answer is 37 by 45. So next, so we saw that performing addition and subtraction are same when it comes to fraction. So when we want to multiply if two fractions, it's quite simple. Step number 1, multiply the numerators. So here the numerators are 2 and 3. So just multiply 2 by 3, 6. Then step number 2, multiply the denominators. So 5 into 4, 20. So I'll put 20 in the denominator. So 2 by 5 into 3 by 4 is equal to 6 by 20. The next step is reduce the fraction if necessary. So we need to see whether we can simplify this 6 by 20. Yes, so there is a common number which we can divide both 6 and 20. It is 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3 and 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we can simplify this to 3 by 10. So this is the answer. So multiplication is quite simple, right? The next step is division. So how we divide fractions. So the step number 1 is invert the fraction that you're dividing by. So just invert the second fraction. Keep the first fraction as it is, 4 by 5. Then change the division into multiplication. So put into here, then invert the second fraction. So 3 becomes the numerator and 2 becomes the denominator. Now just multiply, perform multiplication as we did in the previous one. Multiply the numerator and numerator, multiply the denominator and denominator. So 4 into 3 becomes 12, then 5 into 2 becomes 10. Then simplify the fraction if necessary. So I can divide both this by 2. So it becomes 6 by 5, which is for the 1 and 1 by 5. Or I can just write it as 6 by 5. So hope you understood how we perform the arithmetic operations in fractions. So thank you. Catch you in another video. Bye.